There are three kinds of people: those that make things happen, those that watch things happen, and those who wondered what happened. I am a person that make positive things happen, and I know that you are too. Dr. Benjamin Mays said, I have only just a minute, only 60 seconds in it. Forced upon me, can't refuse it, didn't seek it, and didn't choose it. But it's up to me to use it. I must suffer if I abuse it. Just a tiny little minute, but eternity is in it. I'm Dr. Jonas Gadson, known as Mr. Enthusiastic. Bring in 30 years of corporate experience, knowledge from Eastman Kodak and Xerox Corporation. I train over 8,000 employees from 69 different countries. We're dealing with vice president, president, managers, supervisors, group leaders, HR people, scientists, engineer, and manufacturing employees. And I receive the trainer of the year. I was born in South Carolina. I was born so deep in South Carolina that it's not the end of the world, but you can almost see the end of the world from where I was born. I had a stuttering issue. I also, my subject and verb very seldom agree. And my prodigal was dangling. Then I moved up from South Carolina and came to Rochester, New York with a heavy accent. And I got into a training in corporate America. But again, they were laughing at me because of my speech impediment. I had classes and I went and took courses and learned how to do my TH and my ING. Now I'm sharing all of that because again, I moved from there to train people from around the world. And now, even now, I have pivoted and I have trained people virtually from around the world, from Africa, from London, England, from all over the world, because I have learned, bonus from Jonas, just because you use tech, you don't have to lose the human touch. So I have a positive, powerful, and purposeful message for you today. As we listen in to a elevating your value summit, and I'm so glad to be a part of it. So I'm gonna encourage you to zoom in to get your face in the book, and don't forget to take a lot of chat and talk to me, because I'm going to talk to you today about saying yes to your success. You know what I found out, that there's no secret, bonus from Jonas, there's no secret to success, but there is a system to success. I think I said something, and success leave clues. And the only way you're going to find, the only place you'll find success before work is in the dictionary. And so say yes to your success. I'm going to show you how you can turn your stumbling blocks into stepping stone, that you can turn your obstacle into opportunity, and you can turn your scars into stars, because this is your time and this is your turn to take a chance, take charge, and take control of your life. Because if it's going to be, it's up to me. And if you are going to get through, it's up to you. You are the magic. And so I'm going to spell out, say yes to your success. And you can help me if you want to. It's SUCCESS. Now, the first S is that you got to get a larger vision of yourself. If this is your time and this is your turn to live your dreams, to live your goals and your aspirations, say yes to that book. Say yes to your dream. Say yes to your goal. Say yes to your aspiration. So, because if you want to be more, you have to first see more, because what you see is what you can be. And the U the you, and yes, say yes to your success. You are important. There's nearly 8 billion people on the planet, and there'll never be another one just like you. No one can duplicate your fingerprint, your handwriting, or your child. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. You were made an original. Don't you dare die a cheap copy, because you are biologically unique. And then the E that said yes, or the first C, I should say. I'm so fired up. If you're not fired up yet, your wood is wet. Get in the chat, because it's a bonus from Jonas. If you cheat yourself in your preparation, it will show up in your presentation. And as we talk about the theme, and as we talk about elevate. So let me slow down and help myself. You elevate your value summit. Elevate your value summit. Bonus from Jonas. When your value is clear, your decision is easy. What do you want to do? What do you want to be? What do you want to have? This is your time. This is the decade of the doers. This is the second half. Maybe you didn't make all your goals and your dream the first half, but this is the second half. And this is your time, and this is your turn. Bonus from Jonas. Don't focus on what you have lost, but focus on what you have left, because what you have left is enough to get the job done. And so the first C in saying yes to your success is be committed. To be committed to your dream, to be committed that you're going to write that book, be committed that you're going to open up that business, be committed that you're going to get that raise, be committed that you're going to knock out all the doubts and fear. You're going to say yes to your dreams. Yes. And you're going to do it now. And let me tell you something. In order to get to a yes, you're going to have to build on a mountain of no's. Oh, I think I said something. I think that's a bonus from Jonas. And you got to say, when you get to, see, when people get to the no's, in fact, bonus from Jonas, I don't even travel with the N and with the O. When they say no, I just add a W and do it now. What time it is? Now o'clock. Do it now. Do it now. So be committed to your dream. Invest in yourself. I have invested over $100,000 in myself. So many people are so busy investing on themselves. There's an African proverb that says, if there's no enemy within, the enemy without can do you no harm. And then there's another African proverb that says, if you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, get you a coach. And sometimes to get you where you want to go, you got to get you a coach. You got to get you a mentor. I got a coach that I'm working with now that I invested $20,000 because I'm worth it. And you are worth it. Get a checkup from the neck up. Because, and listen, bonus from Jonas, move away from change to transformation, because change is temporary, but transformation is permanent. I don't care how many legs a caterpillar has. I don't care how fast it can run. It can never fly until it's transformed into a butterfly. And it's your time to mount up with wings like an eagle. You know, the eagle is the only bird that doesn't fly south during the winter month. He used the wind as an updraft, the wind beneath his wing. And so this is your time to soar higher than you ever flown before. So that C is commitment. The second C is communication. That's what I specialize in. I specialize in effective communication. Master your message, master your subject, and master your specific audience. And I said it earlier, if you cheat, bonus from Jonas, if you cheat yourself in your preparation, it will show up in your presentation. Bonus from Jonas, always make your speech short and sweet, because you never know which one you will have to eat. Bonus from Jonas, and always swing your bucket down low that everybody can get a drink. Now, there's a difference between an educator and a communicator. An educator takes simple things and make it complex, but a communicator take complex things and make it simple. And that's who I am. I'm a communicator. And I just want to encourage you, to empower you. We need to hear your voice. We need to know what your value is. We need to teach you how to give a powerful presentation, to stand up, to be seen, to speak up, to be heard, and to sit down to be appreciated. Oh, I'm so fired up. That communication is so important. It helps you to get that raise. It helps you to get that promotion. It helps you to be able to talk to the board members in order to sell your product. They buy you first. Some people don't usually ask us, Jonas, with the bonus, I know you're going to do a presentation. Do you need a PowerPoint? I said, no, I don't need a PowerPoint. I am the PowerPoint. Oh, I think I said something. You need to put that in the chat. Said Jonas with the bonus, Mr. Enthusiastic is on and he's fired up. And if you're not fired up yet, your wood is wet. Now, one of the things I've learned too, see, light your fire so bright that some people are going to come just to warm by your fire, and others going to come just to watch you burn. And I love people. I never met a group of people that didn't bring me joy. Now, I will admit that some people bring me joy when they enter the room. Others bring me joy when they leave the room, but nevertheless, they bring me joy. And the E is saying yes to your success. That's the word is educate. That comes from the Latin word, which means to lead and to draw out the greatness that are laying dormant in you. That's why my company, Partners for Purposeful Living, LLC, here's the principle that is built on. Number one, educate. Number two is to inspire. Number three is to transformation, and number four is motivation in that area or in that order. Some people say, well, all I need is more motivation. Well, if you're heading in the wrong direction, you don't need motivation. You need to turn around and get you some education. Come on, somebody. I know it's tight, but it's right. I'm fired up. And then the last two S, they say yes to your success. The second S is service. Bonus from Jonas. Service is the rent that you pay for the space that you occupy on the planet. And some of us are behind on our rent. Service. If you want to sell, serve your way. Because people do business with, number one, people they know. Number two, people they like. Number three, people they trust. And they buy you. You are entrepreneur. You are the product. Speaker, you are the product. Coaches, you are the product. Are you selling people through service? Service, serve your way to greatness. Put up the titles and pick up a towel and serve your way to greatness. I like what Dr. Martin Luther said. Dr. Martin Luther King said that everybody can be great because everybody can serve. And then he also said, bonus from Jonas, coming from Dr. Martin Luther King, is always ripe to do what's right. This is your time. This is your turn. Do it now. Say yes to your success. And the last C, the last S, we're dealing with your story. I know we all have hurts, habits, and hangups. I stopped by today on this summit to encourage you and to give you H, number 4. I'm going to just close with my story. There are many stories I could tell. I talked about I was born on a plantation, but I'm going to close with a story that would inspire you to overcome whatever difficulty. When I was 4 years old, my stomach was protruding as if I was 9 months pregnant. My mother rushed me to the hospital in Charleston, and they told me, the doctors told my mother, and told me I was going to die. 8 other babies laying there dead. And they said I was going to be number 9. So they rushed me into the emergency. And they took the utensil. I don't know if they cleansed it first. And they opened up my stomach. Because again, 4 years old, protruding as I'm 9 months pregnant. They took out the tumor. And then they showed me back up and took me into the room to recover. And my stomach was hurting, protruding with all of the stitches still in my body. I looked over the corner and my mother was there by my side. Even though she had 11 children, she was by my side. Because my mother, she's been my shero. My mother had been my Motel 6. She kept the light on for me. And so all of a sudden, I had a massive infection. So they went back to clean up the infection. And the infection had spread over on the other side and affected that kidney. And they took it out. So recently, 50 years later, I've just found out that I only have one kidney. And it's only performing 5 to 11%. You see, the doctors gave me and my mother a diagnosis, but the God of heaven had the final prognosis. And here's your bonus, and you only get this bonus from Jonas. Don't let anyone bury you until after you are dead. You're bigger than that. You're better than that, and the best is still in you. Allow that best to bud, to bloom, and to blossom into a bright and beautiful future. Live full and die empty. Now, some of you never had an operation, but maybe you were dealing with lost your job. Maybe you're dealing with some other kind of sickness. Some of you feel that you have ulcers, but I found out that a lot of people in America, they don't have ulcers because what they're eating. They have ulcers because what's eating them. Unresolved issue. So say yes to your success. The S is getting a larger vision. You are important. The C, be committed. The second C is to be effective, powerful communicator. And the E is to educate, to lead, and to draw out the greatness in you. The second S is serve your way to greatness. Service is the rent that you pay for the space that you occupy on this planet. And some of us are behind on our rent. And then the last S is your story. We need to hear your story. So I want to close out by challenging you. Got a free gift for you. Go to www.jonasbonus.com. That's www.jonasbonus.com. Or you can give me a call. I invite you to be a part of my special group. That's 585-703-9547. I want to leave you with this. I choose not to be a common man. It's my right to be uncommon if I can. I seek opportunity, not security. I do not wish to be a kept citizen, humble and dull, but having a state to look after me. I want to take the calculated risk to dream, to fail, and to succeed. I refuse to live from hand to mouth. I prefer the challenge of life to the guaranteed existence, to the thrill of fulfillment, to the state calm of utopia. I will never call before any master, nor bend to any friend. It's my heritage to stand erect, proud and unafraid, to think and to act for myself, and to face the world boldly and say, this I have done. You have been listening to Dr. Jonas with the bonus, telling you to take a chance, take charge, take control of your life, and say yes to your success. And remember, my motto is, since greatness is possible, excellence is not enough. Go for greatness. Go for greatness. Go for greatness.